so last session, we ended it off just after the battle of the 3 other creatures. And then going from there, we finally, after much needed time, got rest. Once awakened, we went around, a couple of us trying to do inspections, so on and so forth. Me, being the idiot I am, decides to go and try to wake Osborne up by lightly smacking him in the face and ends up dealing 4 damage to him. From there, I believe, was it Terrafast that collected the samples?
Yep. Yes.
Alrighty, so Terrafast went over and collected samples of all the different webbings that was strewn across the camp. And then we went and talked to I forget the weird guy's name that does the
Vial. That one.
And we went and discussed some things with him, and he gave us a book that helped us not only identify the creatures, but give us some background history on them, as well as information on them overall, as well as other creatures. And from taking the 2 caravans left by the aerial trapeze fiend ladies, we continued off towards Tortuga. And at that point, I had taken one of the discs off of one of the creatures, and realizing I still had it on me when they were inspecting the different products in the back, I decided to throw it through a window towards the group so they could have it to inspect, nearly decapitating Selene. And from there, we went and we arrived in Tortuga and went into the inn. Pennyworth went over to the kitchen to pay for our stay and pay for rooms through making pastries. And then Terrafast went in and decided to go to a fighting arena in the same place and enter into a little battle sequence while me and Osborne watched. Osborne, you were just on the sidelines, correct?
I was on the sidelines to begin with, yes.
Well, I just watched it all happen from the shoulder of one of the guards. And Terrafast battled a roguish character, a minotaur, and I believe it was just a large I can't remember what the character style was. And then from
him. Go on.
And from there, he faced the main champion of the fighting arena. It was a roguish character with a crimson red cloak who fought with his eyes closed. And when he finally opened his eyes, revealing dragon-like eyes, at the end of the fight, it was determined to be a draw. Meeting with the fight boss, me and Terrafast set up a time where we would meet with the character and the fight boss later the next day. And the fight boss got 3 rooms for the night, wherefore Pennyworth would get paid for his work the next morning. Did I miss anything?
Nope.
Selene and Natsu sitting in a cart.
Oh yeah, you're still asleep in the caravan.
Oh yes, I forgot about you guys, just like the entire group did last.
And the guy's name is Phantom.
So, and this is where we will pick up at the Catastrophe Inn and Tavern. Each one of you went to the rooms, slept the night. It is morning. What do you guys wish to do? There's a whole town to explore, plus many other things to do.
Hey, Natsu, wake up.
I'm awake.
You
Come
ever
awake.
get the feeling that everyone just abandoned you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh, I was just talking about the feeling. They abandoned us? Well, might as well get out of this, I forget what this contraption's called at the moment. Still sleepy. Oh, well.
At the cart.
Roaming. Oh, cart. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, let's go.
Natsu and I climb out of the cart.
Alright. You are greeted by shouts, screams, and a lot of foul smelling men drenched that have the smell of alcohol and spirits on their breath.
It's like I'm back home. So, where are we How long have I been asleep for?
I don't know. I've probably been asleep just as long as you.
I'm already up getting breakfast.
You guys have only been asleep for the last 12 hours.
I was tired. Hey, there's a looking building here. What does this building look like?
The building before you is large in nature, about 3 floors, and just very, very sturdy. It looks like it can hold itself in a rough situation.
I'll wake up and go join Terrafast downstairs.
Alright.
Well, I mean, this building looks great, and this is where all the drunk people are clamoring out to the doors right there. Nazi, you want to head in?
I'll stick with you.
Great. I slammed through the doors. Selene Valance has arrived.
Actually, as you walk up to the door and you announce your arrival, you take a quick look and you notice there is a lack of said doors on their hinges.
I walk through the frame and say, Selene Valance has arrived.
And just so I do sit in the corner in the shadows as usual.
Everyone else in the busy tavern floor having their breakfasts and ale. I'll just pause for a moment, look up at this crazy looking half elf, and then just return back to their meals.
One day my reputation will be great. I look for anyone I know.
Take a perception check.
What's that controlling?
That's a natural
That's a
1.
15. That's a 15.
That's a 50. Okay. Terrafast, where are you sitting?
I'm just at the bar.
So straight ahead you see Osmorn and Terrafast sitting at the bar having some breakfast. You walk up to them and take a seat.
I said look. Natsu, you want to do anything? I found out peeps.
I'll just come with you if you found them, man.
Fine, no fun. Alright, we go over there.
Yeah, so as you go over, Terrafast and Osmorn.
Hi, hello, I'm still here. Thanks for leaving us out in the cold like that.
You look like you slept well enough.
Look pretty well rested to me. I don't see an issue with that.
Fair, okay. You know what? Alright.
Tell you what, you get a bed tonight.
Thank you, I guess?
No need to thank me, I'm a giving soul.
What is this about giving I hear?
Selene was just, upset that we left him in the wagon with Natsu. So I decided to be generous and let him have a bed for tonight.
Seeing that everyone's here, I'm gonna go join the group.
I apologize for not wanting to wake you up from your nap, boy, but it seems like it was your decision to be asleep.
I mean, that's fair. So what's for breakfast?
Take a look.
I'm going to just call over the bartender one more time and see if we can get a couple of bowls for everybody, including JJ, because I want him to eat something that he didn't make.
Wait, what's his name about his name being Tay? What?
No,
JJ,
they call me JJ because my name is long. It's James Jason Pennyworth.
Okay. No, I have not heard you called that. So
They started calling him that because they're just like, we're tired of trying to say his full name. We always mess up the middle. So Terrafast, you call over the bartender. You see the big, rotund human with the dirty shirt and held by the rope pants with the towel slung over his shoulder. What can I get for you?
This is the same guy from last night, right?
Yes.
Ah, wonderful. Glad to see you again. Can I get 1, 2, 5 more meals for my friends, please.
That'll be 6 silver.
Can do. I'll put down a single gold.
Mighty fine of you, sir. He calls out. He yells to the kitchen, and a server comes out with 5 plates of piping hot eggs and sets them down before each of your characters.
Just ravenously eating it.
Jay, did you get paid yet?
I have not.
Well, let's make sure he doesn't skip out on you.
Thank you for your attention.
As soon as Davian says that, the bartender overhears him, walks over, raises his hand in like a fist, and then in one like thunderous clap, he just slaps 4 gold down on the table in front of Pennyworth.
Thank you.
He just
All that
grunts and
just
nods his head.
bacon.
Never underestimate the power of some good cakes.
Here, here.
I might just need to consider a career change.
Seraphass, someone walks up behind you, taps you on your shoulder.
I'll put down whatever utensil I was using, which is actually probably my face. So I will take my face out of my plate and I will turn around wiping my mouth.
You see a moderately dressed gentleman, and he goes, "The master is waiting for you," as he gestures towards the back of the inn.
For just me, or for the group, or at least for Davian,
It would
since
be
he
me and
wanted to
you.
go. Screw it. I don't need his confirmation. Davian, you're with me, and I'll follow the guy's direction.
What's going on? What did I miss?
Punched some people, made a new friend. Don't worry about it. You'll hear about it soon.
That's cool.
Great.
Actually, Oz, if you wouldn't mind filling him in a little bit about what happened last night, since I think that they were already out by the time the festivities began.
Well, problem was, after that first battle, I went down to the...
Oh, just tell him what you know.
Well, as
Bye,
far as
guys.
I know, Terrafast kicked some butt in the arena. And apparently, his last opponent was some fully human person who had dragon eyes and didn't open them until the very end of the match. And almost lost, but apparently was able to hold his own until the time limit ran out. And I'm eager to figure it out what's going on too, but it's kind of crazy.
Dragon eyes? That's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
And I watched all this from the shoulder of the
Davian, you're not here.
5 bosses. What?
Well, that just sounds discriminatory.
Oh, didn't he?
Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Didn't Davian leave with Terrafast? They just both left, right?
I did. I
So,
forgot I left. My bad.
Yeah, we're already following the guy, or at least going to where he pointed.
But no, apparently I asked. He's fully human. He just so happens to have eyes of a dragon. That's as far as we really know. And he's a very, very skilled fighter.
Interesting.
So as Terrafast and Davian make their way to the back of the inn, another gentleman points up a set of stairs, which leads to a more private dining area where you smell more elegant food.
Hopefully they got something for me. I had to stop eating my eggs. And I'll lead the way with Davian up the stairs.
Upon
And
like your head reaching over the top of the stairs, you see a more ordained, decorated, like better wood, like a nicer finish, a well dressed table with the pit boss, and it just so happens Phantom sitting at the table. The pit boss looks up at you and he goes, Welcome, welcome, come in, come, sit down, take a seat.
what seats are open?
So Phantom and the pit boss are sitting to the northeast and the northwest, so the southeast southwest tables are open, or seats are open. So you're going to be forming an X at this little circular table.
Is there one where my back would be to the wall?
Nope.
I'll take the one closest to Phantom then.
All right, so that'd be the southwest seat.
I'm gonna take my chair and spin it around and sit on it like a cool teacher.
Uh,
The pit boss just looks at you and interesting. Now, I promised you boys a meet and greet, so here he is. Phantom, if you so don't mind. Do I have to? Really? He just nods at you guys. There. Done. Can I go? No, boy, you promised you'd tell him. I didn't promise anything.
Real charmer, that one, ain't he?
He's working on it. So, what would you like to know? Yes?
First, I would like to know how you got those eyes of yours.
That that is a very good question. I have not been able to crack that secret myself. He's been just a head bit how would you put it? Tight on the subject.
Yeah, but they're not your original eyes, are they?
As far as he's told me, they actually are his original eyes.
No offense to you, sir, but I'm trying to get something out of him.
Phantom just leans forward with his elbows on the table, his hands propping up under his chin. He's right. These are my original eyes. Now, is there anything else you guys want from me? Or no?
You keep saying this is boring, then what do you by chance find exciting?
Nothing.
Nothing. Well, if nothing's exciting, then what's the point of doing anything?
Exactly. Too good for everyone. Makes it boring.
And that's why you fight with your eyes closed?
Part of it.
And what's the other part? Shame about your eyes?
No. Every time I fight with them open, people get paralyzed with fear.
Well, seeing as how the fights here are so easy, don't know if you've heard, but there is a tournament going on.
Would you guys believe your team's the only one left?
Actually, I might believe that. We've had some interesting revelations in our travels.
Huh? Pray tell.
Well, before our illustrious rogue here joined us, we were in Rim, came across some sort of creature that was possessing a young girl, and it told us that basically everybody that was in the tournament was supposed to be a sacrifice for something. And on our travels here, we were given a prophecy of sorts that, up until knowing that we were the last people in the tournament, I didn't even think applied to us.
And not to forget the powerful creatures we've been meeting up.
You mean those spiders from the forest?
They look like beetles. They're called viscerax, I think is what they're called.
But those are only the babies.
Heard of them, but who gave you the prophecy?
Well, isn't this interesting?
It was Elvish, or I think she went by Daphne, maybe? Seems like you're even more reticent to talk about this than he is.
Now that I know you've encountered Daphne, your destinies just got interesting.
Sounds like whatever's going to happen to us might actually be worth your time and might actually entertain you for a while.
Me join you? Good luck, you can't afford me.
Who said anything about joining us? I said it would pique your interest and entertain. That wasn't an offer.
as you guys continue talking, back down to Selene, Osmorn, and Natsu. You guys are probably finished with your breakfast. What are you guys gonna go do?
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but I kind of want to search the town for some good ingredients shops.
No, that's not a bad idea. We could also try to find some local news or anything else around while we're at it.
Okay, Selene, just don't go hitting on any random strange girls.
You know me. Why would I do a thing like that? Come on.
That's why he said it.
So, you guys walk out of the Catastrophe Inn to the loud rambles of people screaming, fights going in every which direction. And because Pennyworth, you are a baker, you have a keen sense to the familiarity of bake shops. You just so happen to catch a hint of this nice cinnamon scent. It's like a nice, fine cinnamon.
Hold on a second, real quick. Did you say I step outside, hear screams, and see people running, and then sidetrack over to the fact that I smell cinnamon?
Yes, I did.
What?
You know, in a strange way, that kind of makes sense.
It's just a regular Tuesday.
Well,
I smell cinnamon. Must be Tuesday.
Sounds about right.
do I immediately notice anything causing the screaming?
You see a herd of
I'm
goats
going for
running
the
down the
cinnamon.
street.
Oh, a herd of goats? Okay, that's just fine. I'm gonna go for the cinnamon then.
So, taking the straight path from the front side of the inn, you're walking down. You're dodging every which blow that's coming your way of people fighting, and the smell of the cinnamon gets stronger. But then you start smelling hints of vanilla in the mix, and you start seeing signs for a bookstore, the bakery, the armory, the blacksmith. So like it looks like everything's down this one road, and then it like forks off and then goes two different directions at the end of the street.
A bookstore, you said?
I did.
Ooh, I want to walk in there.
All right.
JJ, bye.
And I'm smelling crime and I'm smelling cinnamon, and the cinnamon is much more powerful. I'll keep going for that cinnamon.
You stop just a minute or two later outside of the bakery, and there's a welcome sign in the window of the door. And you see this head of red hair just bopping up and down behind the counter.
Why, hello there. I'm, Jake. I was, looking for some spices and like for my, pastry.
The person turns around and you see this beautiful redheaded female. She just looks at you with these like amber eyes, and she goes, "Supplies? Oh, what you looking for, sugar?"
Well, so specifically, I'm looking for spices like cinnamon or cayenne.
Cinnamon and cane. I do
Not
believe I
cayenne,
have some.
cayenne pepper.
Oh, cayenne pepper. I believe I got some extra stock. Hang on just a minute, will you? She walks in the back. You hear some like shuffling of glass bottles and other containers just thunking about. She returns about 3 minutes later. Ah, here you go, sugar. A nice, good big bottle of cayenne pepper. And an extra bottle of my famous homegrown cinnamon.
Oh, you grow it yourself, do you?
Well, yes, I do.
Are any of your other ingredients homegrown then?
Oh, I try to do everything homegrown. I think the only thing I get imported is the sugar itself. Hard to come by.
Indeed it is. Well, depending on where you look.
Oh, I normally get it from the major seaport. Just about northwest of here.
Well, I thank you for your business. How much was the cost, please?
You know, sugar, it's on the house. Just use it wisely. It's got some special properties.
I do like an extra oomph in my cooking. Thank you.
My pleasure, sugar.
All right. And I am going to exit the shop.
All right, and then going to Selene at the bookstore. Upon your entrance, you see it's actually not to like what you were imagining. There's some disheveled bookshelves, beaten up book racks, and some really aged books here. Hello, young sir. What can I get for you? Sorry about that.
Well, do you have any ancient texts about any evil spirits or anything like that?
Just, do it before you die.
Over there, in the what direction is that? As he's pointing like to his left, like all the way his left. Over there. I know that, but and this sneeze like is like so powerful. You see a pair of teeth just like shoot at you.
I dodged. Dodge.
And this sneeze was so powerful. You dodged out of the way in time, but like the sneeze was so powerful. You see the set of teeth just like sink into the wall and like stay there.
Or before I die.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Over there, you should find my ancient texts. And points to the corner of the building, closer towards the one corner that's not actually disheveled, but it looks like it's been well kept.
Okay. One more question. Do you have anything about area curses or like large scale curse stuff that can affect the planet?
You might find it with the ancient texts. I don't know. I haven't read most of these books in my life. I just sell them.
Okay, I'm gonna head over to the first area if you look for any demons or anything like that.
Alright. Roll me a perception check.
I roll to try to find the books.
If you're looking for certain books. Yeah, so you got books all around you. Are you looking for certain books?
Great. I rolled a 20.
For the certain books. 23?
22.
So, with your keen eyesight, you notice there are 4 still in very, very mint condition books. One to your right at the far end bookshelf. The second one is in the corner the gentleman was talking about, and then there are 2 sitting right behind him on a shelf in the back.
Well, I guess I start scrolling through to see if there's anything about any of the dark demons from the prophecy or anything else like that.
So as you just go meandering, perusing through the books, you come to the first one of those books. You pull it out. The title reads, Everything That Is to Happen.
This is very sus. Okay, I'll open it.
As you open the book, you see the pages are blank. And you like furiously flip through the book, and you're just like, they're all blank.
This book must be cheap then. Alright. Next book. I put that in my bag.
The next book you walk up to is the one in the corner the gentleman was pointing to. You take it down, and it goes, and the title of this one is Those Who Would Be King.
No, that seems interesting. I flip it open.
The title of the first chapter is The Deal with the Devil.
And that's all I need to read. Alright, I take that one too.
Alright, that one's in your pouch. Making your way over to the old gentleman. Did you find everything?
I believe I did. What was the other section about, Actually, you know what? I think I found everything.
Huh.
Yeah, I have two books. Sorry, I thought you were gasping for breath there. I have these two books here. One's with nothing in it. How expensive is this? Because it's literally blank. I'm thinking it's just a notebook.
It's blank? Huh. That's weird.
Yeah,
Let me see it.
I hand it to him.
He flips it open. I don't know what you're talking about, son. It's full of words to me.
What does it say for you? Actually, let me guess. You have 10 days until you die. Actually, that's pretty harsh. Anyway, what? Go on.
It says you and your pals are in trouble.
I grab the book, hand him 12 gold pieces, and run off the store.
He just stares at you and he goes, Strange fellow. So you're now out in the street. Which way are you going?
I'm running towards wherever the JJ went off to. No, actually, no. I'm going back to the tavern.
All right. So you're going back to the tavern?
Yep.
Okay. So you're racing back to the tavern. Once more, you're dodging all the fists flying and the screaming, the yelling. And as soon as you see the inn in sight, the tavern in sight, you're just about ready to cross the main road when all of a sudden you just hear, nah! And you just hear like the thumping of 1,000 little feet.
I have to put all this information into my thing. Can we switch to a different character? I've been going for too long.
A different
Or do I have to continue playing? No, I mean, like...
Well, I'd probably be headed back to the tavern by this point.
Alright. So that just leaves Natsu.
I was following Selene around. I don't know if he noticed or not. And I didn't go in the library when he went in. I waited outside.
Okay, so pretty much all three of you are now just across the street from the tavern when you all hear the bleating of sheep and the sound, and like through the ground you feel like the rumbling, and then you just hear the sound of like 1,000 little feet just running.
Sounds to me like someone's got a goat.
Or quite a number of goats.
As soon as someone takes the step to start walking across the street, you just see out of the, like, just a little bit to the left, you see like a gigantic flock of sheep just running through the streets. And you just see this farmer just like, come back here, you dang nabbit sheep.
So they're coming to us like down the street, right? Like they haven't actually passed us yet.
Nope, they're coming down the street.
Okay, I immediately, after seeing this, because I'm just chilling at the tavern because of all the chaos, decide not to even get involved. I see what's going on, recognize it, immediately hop up, run in the middle of the street, and with as loud as I can, command him to stop.
As he does that, I am going to pop a throat lozenge and throw my voice so it sounds like there is a wolf howling in the spot where he is.
Okay. As the sheep hear the loud stop come from Osmorn, you just like hear the sound of like skidding and across the cobblestone streets. And then you hear the sound of a wolf, which makes them like all of a sudden you see them like start to like spin around. You see them starting to barrel roll over each other and like trample each other as they turn back around and just like start running the other way.
What's the farmer's reaction?
You just see this like surprised look on his face, and he just goes, "Oh shit!" And you see him turn around and start running and screaming for his life. I'm getting chased by my own damn sheep!
It seems he's now the one being hurted.
All right. Well, that was okay.
Well, that happened. Yay, we saved the city. Yes, that's very accurate. I tried.
Oh my god. So now with the sheep diverted, going back to the plow of land that they probably escaped from, you make your way back into the tavern. Meanwhile, Terrafats and Davian, you are still in your meeting with Phantom and the pit boss.
We left off. I was saying to Phantom that wasn't an offer, just stating of what will happen.
It could be a lot of fun. It could not. So where are you guys headed?
For right now, Kalendor.
Why would you want to go to that port city?
We got a job from a guy back in Rim. We kind of owe him. So, helping him out with a delivery.
Surprised you didn't choose the main port. That's Kalendor is a secondary port in case crazy stuff happens at main port. Don't know why I'd send you there. No. Yep, you guys are screwed.
You know, I just gotta say, Phantom, I just gotta say this. I don't appreciate your pessimism. And I don't appreciate not getting information when you say that. You make it seem like there's nothing we can do, but we've already managed to kill things that were apparently like blights during the old times.
That was just the beginning. The only way to stop the Ancient from waking up is to gather those four. Yep. You're screwed.
Sounds like you think you wouldn't be able to do it either.
I think he
Tried
just
and
doesn't
failed.
care.
Ah, I tried and then I failed.
OG's not as powerful as you thought.
He turns his head towards Davian and just cracks open an eye. Davian, you just feel like this super cold shiver just run down your spine as he just stares his one eye at you.
I'll keep a straight face and just stare straight back at him.
And as you do, his eye is still open, so you're like taking in all the detail that you can. So you now know for sure it is an actual dragon's eye, but in this case, the iris is the diamond shape. The color of his eye is blue. But what really confuses you is normally dragons are like yellow eyes and whatever. This has a black. It's like black, blue eye color, and then the diamond shaped iris.
Well, isn't this interesting? A Terrafas. I think we might have another artificially made magical thing going on here.
What, because he's got cool eyes? You're just like Natsu. That's just inconsiderate and insensitive.
Or it's not because of his eyes being that way. Even though they resemble dragon eyes, there's some differences. That tells me that these weren't exactly natural.
How far back do you actually remember?
Me? My birth. How else would one remember?
And how long ago was that?
20 years ago?
See, Davian, I don't think this is artificially created. These are his eyes that he's had since he was born. Whether he was scooped up by our pit boss friend or not doesn't change the fact that those are his.
I just find it strange that he has dragon eyes that aren't dragon eyes. Maybe they're from something else. I could be mistaken.
He just
Hey,
stares.
Phantom, can I ask you a favor real quick?
Go for it.
For the next 2 minutes, can you just sit there?
I got no quarrels with it.
Perfect. I get up from my chair and I draw my bow and point it at the pit boss.
He just turns his head to the pit boss. Why? Stand down, you foul beast! And all of a sudden, 4 of his bodyguards just like appear out of nowhere and have like swords pointed at you.
I'll get up
One's
and
got a
draw.
mace,
as
one's got a
well.
warhammer.
Now hold on, Davian. Just pay attention to those 4. They seem fun. Why are you trying to hide the prophecy that was told about Phantom here?
I will not say.
Okay, so you need a little bit of convincing. Okay. Davian, you want to switch? You want to take over this one?
Gladly.
And I'll shift my attention to the other 4 guards.
The other 4 guards just like you can kind of see them take a shuffle back and then just kind of ready their weapons a little more. The pit boss looks at Davian. Now you, my good friend, you have talent. Yes, you do. Would you want to step into the ring for a little bit?
As he's saying that, I am going to be a very not so smart person and try and go into sneak so I can just hide away from them and keep trained on him from the shadows.
I love your plan, but they're literally staring at you.
Worth a
Stealth
try.
check.
Yes, natty 20!
Oh, are you kidding me?
And they roll just low enough. One rolled a 4, one rolled a 12, one rolled an 18, and one rolled a 19. So you just sink into the shadow of the table. Like you hop down and you just sink right into the shadow of the table. And Pit Boss is just like, where did your friend just disappear to? Is he actually in the shadow?
Yeah, I'm not the one you want to ask about that. He'll be right back. You can ask him.
I'll walk around, switch to my dagger, and have the knife up against his throat.
He like jerks his head back as he feels your cold steel just touching his throat. And he goes, hurry, I'll talk, just take it away, And you hear the fancy accent just melt out of his voice. I'll talk.
And I'm going to use my bow to gesture at the other guards and just basically tell them, leave the room.
They leave the room because they just hear and they all just like step back into the shadow and just disappear themselves.
I'll move the blade so it's not against his throat, but it's still extremely close to it.
Okay. That person, Daphne, she told me that I would find this kid, and I would just need to, take him under my wing, train him up, and wait for the day when he is needed to destroy an ancient beast, and that's all she told me. She never said anything else.
So while we're having this conversation and you hear us saying basically we're gonna go on and probably try and find this, you're keeping quiet. Why?
I want to lose my best fight. Yes, I didn't want to lose my best fight. How else am I
Yeah.
supposed to make the money?
I'm turning around and putting my bow directly at him as well. I'm also going to make
Yeah.
it look like I'm about to do an elemental thing with my grasping arrow, just so that it kind of intimidates him a little more.
Ah, okay. She told me that an ancient threat was rising. He was one of the four, and that he would be the one to become king. Yes. That's all. I swear. I promise. Just take my money and leave. Lower your weapons, please. Please. I'm
I want to remind you of something before I even think about moving, or before we're done with this conversation. Do you think watching me melt into the shadows and getting behind you right in front of you is scary? You so
No.
much as flinch in our direction, and I think you are coming after me or any of us. I will appear behind you and kill you in the most terrible way you can think of.
okay. Okay.
He's not lying either. He's not lying. I saw him eviscerate one of those viscerax earlier. Quite impressive what he can do, and not even just with those daggers.
Okay. You win. Just you have your information.
We're not quite done yet. Phantom, now that you see he's been lying to you, if it's alright with the rest of my group, mind joining us for some fun?
I'll be here. Bring the rest of your group up here. It's one discussion and not just whispers.
You go ahead and keep that dagger there, Davy, and I'll be right back with the rest of them. And I'll head downstairs.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, so Terrafast, as you head down the stairs, you're taking them like 3, 4 at a time. So like 3 short steps, you're down the stairs, you're walking around the pit up to the bar itself as you see the other 3 just walking in.
Perfect timing, guys. Come on, we're having a talk. Join us. We're having a chat.
Oh boy, I do enjoy chat.
I'll lead them back over to the stairs and back up them, and then immediately upon entering the room, before they even realize what's happening, my bow is drawn and aimed back at the pit boss.
We attacking people aimlessly without any reason.
You know, this isn't the kind of talk I imagined.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Yeah, that's why you guys didn't get any details.
I thought we were getting a promotion or like a paid like sponsorship or something, but this is not what I expected.
So this is the rest of the group, huh? A baking cleric, an elven guard, a love-struck half-elf.
How does he know that? Whoa, hold on. How does he know that? He's never met me in his life.
Well, you just admitted it for one.
Alright. You I can't see much detail on. Oh, and then there's what are you, a wizard? You look like a scholar more than a wizard.
I think chicken is more accurate.
Who are you?
You're the one that hid behind Osborne.
Yeah. Is it wrong to not want to die?
I mean,
So
it could
yeah,
be worse than what I
welcome to
could
the
do.
ragtag group of idiots called the Foretold.
Wait, what?
Welcome to the
Or
ragtag
as
group of
in the
idiots
number
called
4?
the Foretold. No, I mean, well, there's 4 of us originally, and now we're just getting more and more friends.
Yep.
So, down to the business. Your buddy here invited me to join you on your trip to Kalendor.
Seeing as if it was alright with the rest of you.
I mean, what's your skill and ability?
He beat me in a straight-up fight.
That's not much skill. What's your ability?
He just,
Wow, I could tear your throat out with my fucking teeth right now, alright?
So, Terrafast, you see Phantom just look at you, like raise his eyebrow without even opening his eye yet, and then he looks at Selene and Natsu, and he just opens one eye, and both of them just like stand straight almost to attention as a shiver just runs down their spine, like bone-chilling shiver, as they see his draconic eye just staring at them.
Do I have to roll for anything?
No,
It's just a shiver.
just a shiver.
As you can see, he's plenty powerful.
I'm all for it.
Surprised you'd be so eager when it's not a woman.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to go up and ask him out on a date. Why would I do that? Why am I defending myself to you guys? I'll be downstairs.
Wait,
Well, that's
we
one
still
yes.
got more business.
I just turn around and start walking away.
So, why did you call us up here to this, whatever this is?
I just wanted to see who I'd be working with, and more than likely I'd be willing to work with you. I mean, the big guy over there, who is the cleric paladin, looks like he's got a lot more questions for me.
Osmorn, what do you think?
Well, it's interesting. It's stronger than one of the most agile of our group,
I heard that.
and he's smart.
He's more charming than our charmer, too.
I also heard that.
Good.
I snicker at that.
I don't have a problem with. What was all this before, by the way? We come in and you're threatening people. I'm just confused.
Boss was a little cagey. We had to loosen his lips somehow.
Didn't hurt anyone, did you?
He started it.
I started it. Yes. Okay. Can we move past this now? We have our information, and we have a potential new friend.
Not you, the idiot under my knife.
Didn't start anything. I drew the bow on him. I started it. I knew what needed to be done.
He was lying, though, which is why I presume you started it.
I'm not going to fault somebody for lying. I'm going to fault them for withholding information. Actually asked about it.
So he was lying. Is this about his eyes? What's going on?
Oh, right. Well, you remember that Daphne lady, the circus people that turned into a person?
Right.
Yeah, so he got a prophecy from her as well that pertained to our friend right here about how he would be needed to destroy an ancient evil. And then, what was it, boss? What was it? He was the future king, something like that?
Yeah, that's what she said.
I do suppose that is somewhat important. What does that have to do with any of us?
I run back into the room. That's what, who said? Where is she?
She doesn't exist. She's a work of fiction.
So am I.
Well, I don't have much of a problem with him joining. Seems like it seems like the more we have, the better chances we have. So,
Natsu.
Natsu, your facial expressions are impossible to read. We need words.
Oh, I have nothing to say. Sorry.
Are you a yay or a nay on Phantom joining us?
I'm a yay. He seems cool. His eyes were a little creepy, but he's stronger
Stop
than
calling
me.
him creepy.
It's fine. Been called worse.
It's not him. It's his eyes. We should, actually... It's not you.
I said I think he's cool, even though I said his eyes were kind of creepy. I think it's a cool thing, too. So I'm sorry if I offended him or anyone else.
Keep in mind, he was born with them, so y'all should just stop talking.
We all stopped talking. Now what?
JJ, you got any issue?
Well, I'm just here trying to get to another city. I don't know about the rest of you.
Well, if he's going to be joining us on our way to Kalendor, then he's going to be with you as well. Want to make sure you're all right with it.
Well, as long as he enjoys food, I don't much care.
Well then, guess it's decided.
you have a name we can call you besides Phantom? Because that's going to get old real fast.
Well, he did say he's been called worse.
I choose not to call him worse. Worse just seems a name for anyone.
I guess you can call me Alvarin.
Alvarin it is.
And it is.
Welcome, Alvarin.
Hey, boss, you mind that we're taking your prize fighter?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Why do I feel like you're hiding something? Pressing the knife closer against his throat.
I swear I'm not hiding anything. Ah!
What happened to his accent?
There's a knife.
Oh, yeah, he's a snivelly little coward.
That makes sense. Actually makes sense a lot.
Out of curiosity, can I make an insight check to see if he is still lying?
Go for it.
19 plus 7, so that's 26.
Oh, by far, you can see the lies rolling right off his tongue.
What do you see, JJ?
He seems like a perfectly reasonable individual. If we need more information from him, we can come back another time.
Another time. What do you know that I don't?
I mean, he owns a shop. Why would he be anywhere else?
Can I roll an insight on totally the JJ?
I mean, that's not a lie.
Go for it.
Oh my. Okay. Insane.
He owns a shop. Why would he be anywhere else?
Don't worry, I rolled an 8.
He's telling the truth. As far as he's known, he's telling the truth.
You know what? I think you might have something on your person that you might be trying to hide from us.
Wait, we're gonna take his prize fighter and now rob him? Really?
I never
I
said
wasn't
anything
planning on
about
it.
Robin.
It's starting to look like saying.
I don't plan on.
You can have my money. You can have my pit. You can own this tavern for all I care. Just don't take that, please.
Something tells me it's
Take
not
what?
originally his. Is it, Phantom?
It might pertain to him.
I might have thought so.
He like takes one of his hands from the surrender position and like reaches into his coat pocket, like the inside of his vest, and he just pulls out this. It looks like a pocket watch. This was with him when I found a kid.
Hand it to me. I then reach with my other hand that's not holding the knife against his throat.
He plops the pocket watch into your hand and sighs in defeat. Is that all?
Can I do an inspection on it real quick?
Yes, do an investigation check.
That would be a dirty 20.
Alright. So as you like fine tune your eye, as you look over every little square inch of this pocket watch, you notice the ornate elvish writing on it, but underlying that elvish, you actually see the old draconic language buried, like scratched over that, like under that elvish. So it looks like the elvish writing was scratched over the ancient draconic, and you open it up. It looks like the hands are like dragon talons, a short one and a long one for the minute and hour hand, and it is just a very, very detailed, ornate, beautifully crafted pocket watch made out of adamant.
What does the Elvish say, since I do speak it?
As far as you can make out, because the old Draconic is scratched in there as well. It's scratched under it. You make out the words half, life, honor, and dragon.
Seeing this, I toss it to our friend who it rightfully belongs to and say, "This is yours, rightfully so."
He catches it in one hand.
So, boss, anything else you're hiding from us, or do we need to actually, do a full body search?
No. Yeah. Oh, look, it's getting late outside. You must be tired. Room's on me again tonight. Let the barkeep know. Okay.
All right.
Well, did you return the
Well,
item yet, or can I take a look at it quick?
I already gave it to him.
I could have done an Arcana check.
I mean, you can always ask Alvarin.
Hey, Alvin, can I look at the item you just got?
You'll
I'll
find
be
it
right
in
back,
your
I
book.
promise. What?
You'll find it in your book.
How did you...
I can feel it. You'll find it in your book.
I take the book out and look through.
And after he takes a look, he finds the pocket watch. And as soon as he does, alright, guys. See ya. You just see him melt into nothingness. Like he just completely disappears. No shadow melding, no teleporting. He just disappears like a ghost.
Whoa.
And he's gone.
Oh, yeah, you guys missed the fight. Yeah, he did that to me. It was really weird. I couldn't even sense him out.
Didn't you guys say he was named Phantom?
Of
Perhaps that was for a reason.
Hey, boss, question for you.
Yes.
Now that you've lost your main breadwinner, how long are you actually planning on sticking in town?
Run this inn, so I have to be here.
Perfect. We'll look you up when we come back through.
I mean, we don't have to beat the guy up. He really didn't do anything to us.
Nobody said anything about beating anybody up, Selene.
we
But
haven't
it would
heard
be nice to check in.
I mean, it's just the tone of voice, the verbal abuse. It's like, it's kind of tense in here. We can, de-tense it. There's, nothing that actually happened in here. Actually, a lot happened. But, I mean, he didn't do anything to us.
Fair enough. I will now finally remove myself from holding the knife against him, but I will still have it drawn close to him, right behind him. Seeing as we're done here, I am gonna go. I need to restock on some arrows.
Yeah, we've probably been in this room with the boss for a little too long. Probably ought to leave him alone.
What time does it look like?
It's still pretty early in the morning, most likely.
Yeah, it's not even 10:30 by the looks of the light coming through the windows.
I plop 3 gold pieces into the tavern keeper's hand and say, "Sorry for your troubles, good sir." I walk out.
He just grunts and nods his head at you. Returns to wiping down a mug.
Oh no, I meant boss, not the tavern's keeper, the boss.
Nope, he's the pit boss.
Oh, I meant pit boss.
He just, shakily accepts the 3 gold pieces. Doesn't say a word.
I think we'll take you up on those rooms, though. So, we'll see you tonight.
Darafas, want to come get me to get some supplies?
I could probably restock on a couple of things.
I waited until everyone else left the room and then gave him a nod and apologized for the threatening, and then closed the door as I left.
Alright. And there we will call it. The session is at an end.